nice contraction of the triceps will actually help stretch the biceps and then contract the crap out of that bicep at the top. Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com and welcome back for another video. All right, in this video, I'm gonna give you an old school bodybuilding style arm workout that you can do with dumbbells. All right, here's the thing. I love old school workouts, all right, especially bodybuilding style workouts. But the difference between a natural bodybuilding workout and the workouts that you see today by most people is the amount of volume that you do, all right? When you're doing bodybuilding style workouts, you basically put a lot of volume into each workout, which means you need about 6 or 7 days recovery before you work that muscle group again. So the type of volume I'm talking about, the workout I'm gonna show you is gonna have 3 different bicep exercises and 3 different tricep exercises. Typically when I recommend someone do biceps, I recommend about 9 total sets for biceps per workout, all right? With that being said, a lot of times what I do is break that down over 2 workouts. So we'll do 1 workout for biceps and triceps early in the week and then another one later in the week. We're dividing that volume between the 2 workouts. So you're gonna get the same amount of weekly volume, but it's divided into 2 different workouts. This workout, a bodybuilding style workout, you're putting all of that volume into each arm workout. So also we're gonna shoot for about 10 to 12 rep range. And the other thing you wanna focus on is about 2-minute rest periods. Typically 2-minute rest periods allow you to recover fully for each set, between each set. That way you can add more and more weight, more and more intensity into each working set. So the 3 bicep exercises we're gonna start with. First one is standard alternating supinating bicep curls. All right, basically traditional bicep curl here. All you're gonna do when I say supinating is just rotating to where that pinky is higher than your thumb, just like that. Both sides, that's supinating, and you're alternating one side at a time. Really focus on contracting at the top, control the weight down, contract it at the top, control it down, all right? Let's do 4 or 5 of these for each side so you can see what type of cadence I like to use. All right, that's the alternating supinating curl. All right, so basically bodybuilding style workout. You're gonna do 10 to 12 reps, 2 minutes. You're gonna rest 2 minutes, do a second set. Rest another 2 minutes, then do a third, even a 4th set, depending on the type of volume. Again, 9 sets up to 12 sets for those biceps. All right, once you've done that first exercise, second one, old school exercise that I really like, is a preacher curl, all right? You see a lot of preacher curl machines. If you don't have a preacher curl machine, you can do it on a standard incline bench. Basically, same concept. It's gonna allow you to work the bicep completely without using any momentum. Same thing when you're doing biceps, you always wanna control the weight on the way down, nice big stretch, and focus on contracting really hard at the top. 10 to 12, same rep range here. You don't wanna go too heavy when you're doing these, because too heavy, I've seen a lot of people actually pop bicep tendons doing this. So I like about right here, nice contraction of the triceps will actually help stretch the biceps and then contract the crap out of that bicep at the top. Let's do a few more of these to show you the cadence. Nice, slow, under control. And then basically after you do your 10 to 12 there, you're just gonna shift and switch sides. Same thing here. One more. All right, another old school exercise that I like for biceps, similar to the preacher curl that we just did. This is a concentration curl though. So again, you're allowing your arm to stay fixed so you don't use momentum. Pin that elbow into your thigh. And then right there, contract at the top. One thing you want to make sure you do is make sure the dumbbell is away from your elbow and not over this way. This is more of a rest position. You want to keep that elbow back, and you want to make sure that the wrist is out in front. Nice contraction. Again, nice supination. Every time you're doing biceps, I like to focus on that supination. A couple more here. Same thing, we will just rotate, switch sides. All right, so 3 exercises for biceps. Again, you're doing, even if you do 3 sets of each exercise, that's 9 total sets. That's pretty good amount of volume. If you want to increase that volume, then you can do 4 sets of each exercise. That's going to give you 12 total sets for biceps. A lot of that is going to be dependent on how advanced you are into your training. If you're new into training, you're just starting, you're trying to grow your arms for the first time or for the first time in a while, then I'm going to recommend less volume, all right? You don't need near as much initially. So even if it's doing 2 sets of these exercises, 6 total sets, gauge it from there. Then next week when you do this again, add another set. The week after that, add another set. Gradually increase the volume. Don't go all in with that big volume initially unless you're more advanced, even intermediate. If you've been working out fairly hard and for a while, but you're stuck with your arm gains, go ahead and increase the volume, increase the rest periods to about 2 minutes, especially if you've been doing 90 seconds or less. So increase the rest periods, allow for a little bit more recovery so you can lift a little bit more weight with each rep for each set. All right, with that being said, now we're gonna get into 3 tricep exercises that I like to use. Let me set this bench up here. All right, so a couple of them. The very first one I will show you is an overhead tricep extension with a dumbbell. All right, overhead tricep extension, lock your core in. If you need back support, go ahead and lean up against a bench that allows the back support. Nice big stretch at the bottom, nice contraction at the top. Again, every time you're working arms, you really want to control the movement and don't allow the weight to just drop. Control it, control it, control it. Nice big stretch at the bottom, contract it. Show you another one, all the way down, nice under control, nice big stretch, and then contract it. Same thing here, switch sides. Nice stretch, nice contraction. Always focusing on controlling the movement and making sure you're feeling all of this in your triceps. Don't just go through the motions, make sure your triceps are doing all the work. Triceps are stretching, triceps are contracting and lifting that weight. One more, there, and there. All right, now we're doing the same type of volume. Again, 3 to 4 sets of each of these, another 10 to 12 repetitions with this. I like starting with an overhead movement like this because it allows for a deep stretch in the triceps, really stretches those muscle fibers and allows for more activation in the next couple of exercises. So next exercise I really like is a flat bench dumbbell skull crusher. Now, skull crushers can be done on a flat bench like I'm about to do. It can be done on an inclined bench with more of an overhead angle, or even a decline bench, which takes some of the stress off of your elbows. So if you do these and you have a lot of stress in your elbows, irritation in your elbows, then try doing this on a decline bench and it's gonna help alleviate some of that stress. All right, so here, first thing you wanna do, dumbbells back behind your head, and then same thing, stretch the tris, contract. Couple more. All right. And you would get your 2 minutes of rest and then repeat a couple more times. All right, the next one I'm gonna show you, every time I work triceps, we got a couple stretching movements that I like to incorporate. The first one and this one, really focus on the stretch. Now I like adding some type of mass movement. All right, so when we're talking mass movements, they're prime pushers. So So you want something that's gonna allow you to push a little bit more weight, a little less of a stretch, but a lot more contraction with the concentric, so the shortening position. So for this, we're gonna do a dumbbell close grip bench press. Couple other exercises you can choose from if you don't have really heavy dumbbells. You can do parallel dips, all right? Parallel bar dips, really great. It allows you to use your overall body for resistance. So if you have really light dumbbells and you need more resistance, go ahead and do some parallel bar dips, either on parallel bar dip machine or even 2 chairs. So that's something that you can do. But what I'm gonna show you how to do with the dumbbells is do these correctly. All right, couple pointers that you really wanna focus on when doing this. A lot of people tend to turn this movement into a chest movement, all right? Main difference is you want to stretch less in your shoulders when you're focusing on the triceps and create more of the stretch in your elbows. When you're working chest, you really open up the chest by getting a full stretch with your shoulders, all right? That's the difference. I'll show you what it looks like here. All right, so triceps. First thing, I like to rotate my elbows in, have them brush alongside my body, keep the dumbbells close together, and I'm initiating the stretch, the bend at the elbow. See the elbows bending, bending, bending? Nice full stretch right here. I feel it all in my triceps, and then you're just extending your forearms up right there. That's a tricep movement. Let's do 3 or 4 of these, let you really focus on what I'm doing. All right, all triceps and elbow. All right, the difference with the chest, you'll notice the bend is shoulders. You see my shoulders? Wide, all shoulders right there. I don't have near as much of the bend in my elbows. And then when I'm pressing, that's chest. Right here, press, chest, as opposed to tricep, tricep, tricep stretch, bend at the elbow, and extending. So it's almost a tricep press. One more. All right. All right, so again, this will be your prime mover. This will be your beef maker, all right? You wanna add the beefy triceps. You wanna add some extreme overload, meaning as much weight as possible on the triceps. This really allows you to overload the triceps more than the chest, more than the stretched positions of the other exercises. So you want to add one of those prime movers. And again, if you didn't know this, triceps, 3/4 of your overall arm size. So you want big arms, you got to focus on your triceps. They may not be as pretty as the little bicep ball, but the bicep muscle is such a small muscle compared to the mass of the triceps. Still work both because you don't want to create any imbalances, but really focus that mind-muscle connection on growing the triceps. Another benefit to being stronger triceps, not only your arm's gonna get bigger, but your bench press is gonna go up, your shoulder press is gonna go up, because it is a secondary muscle when you're moving and pushing weight away from your body. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions at all, comment below and let me know. With that being said, get busy, get after it, and God bless.